Well, good evening to you, ladies and gentlemen. This is Scott Manning coming to you from my home here in Columbus. I want to thank all my loyal viewers for tuning in out there in YouTube land here tonight. It is an honor, and it was a great day here today. I got the sports news in the notes. I'm going to go ahead and just jump right into it, and I got a lot I want to talk about tonight. I would love to hear your opinions. I'll put this on my Facebook page here as soon as I'm done here, and I'm going to go ahead and just jump right into it. Late today, Adrian Peterson took a plea deal, which meant he pled no contest today to a misdemeanor charge of assault and battery. He got fined $4,000. He was given 80 hours of community service, but no jail time. Where are we at in society today? He beats up his kid. Because I think all it boils down to is because of who he is. He's a football player in the National Football League. I think they're trying to sweep this under the rug again. I'm just tired of hearing about this Adrian Peterson, Ray Rice. This is ridiculous. This is sad. What about the rights for the children? Okay, if he beats his kid, that's fine. But come on. I think there's more to the story here than meets the eye, I think. But that's what the judge handed down. I'm going to have to live with it. I'm not happy about it. This is not right, and that's all I got to say about that. So I'm going to move on to something else. I got a question for all of you guys. Did you guys have a chance to see the Auburn Ole Miss game on Saturday? I saw the end of that game. It was just a tragic way for it to end. A poor kid gets his leg broken, and of course the fumble was recovered in the end zone by Auburn. Auburn wins the ball game 35-31. But the story of that game was poor Laquan Treadwell. He broke his leg and dislocated his ankle. Coach Hufrey says he's going to be out for 4 months. That was just a sad way for that game to end. It was a great game all around. Congratulations to Auburn. They won. They're still number 3 in the nation. But my prayers are with the Treadwell family, and I hope everything goes well for you guys. But you know what? He'll be back. I got a good feeling he'll be back, and I hope everything goes well for his family. But that was just a tragic way for that Auburn Ole Miss game to end on Saturday. It was a great game, but it's just a sad way for it to end. But speaking as the other Mississippi team, Mississippi State barely escaped against Arkansas. They're still the number 1 team in the nation right now. They got 45 first place votes. But bottom line, Ole Miss has not hardly played anybody yet. Mississippi State has not played anybody yet. But you know what? The Egg Bowl is going to matter because Ole Miss, I got a feeling, is going to be out for blood against Mississippi State this time around. But you know what? We'll have to wait and see what happens from there and see how everything goes. But you know what, though? Time to move on to other stuff. Time to move on to anything else. Time to move on to something else, a little bit more inspiring. The Browns play the Bengals this Thursday night on Thursday Night Football on NFL Network. I'm going to take the Browns to win it because I feel good about it. But there's a special person on the Bengals team that I'm going to be paying attention to. As some of you know, Devon Still's daughter his daughter Leah is fighting cancer right now. I don't know what she has exactly, but she's still going strong. I just saw a report on SportsCenter about that. They talked about it. I think she's found childhood cancer. I don't know what she's fighting right now, but my prayers are with the Still family. I hope everything goes well for you guys. And I'm not sure if you saw the Patriots Bengals game. They did a tribute to her at Foxborough. That was something great. With everything that's been going on in that family right now, maybe this game will be a pick-me-up. She's planning on being at the game this coming Thursday night. We'll have to wait and see what happens from there. Now, folks, we got some big college games coming up this weekend. We got Alabama plays LSU Saturday night at 8 o'clock. At the same time, Michigan State, Ohio State will be playing at 8 o'clock on ABC. But at 3:30, but mark this down, 3:30 Saturday here on ABC is going to be Notre Dame versus Arizona State. Both teams are 7-1. It's going to be a great game. I hope everything goes well. Good luck to both teams. But Ohio State, Michigan State, that's going to be the Saturday night main event. That's the one that everybody's going to be looking forward to. Now, I got a question I want to ask you. Do you want the prediction of the diehard Buckeye fan, or do you want the prediction of the guy who's not afraid to tell the truth? Because I'm going to tell you, you're going to get both. I'm going to say right now, there's a 35% chance that Ohio State's going to come out with, or is going to win this ball game. It's going to get down as an upset if it does. But folks, I'm going to be honest with you. We don't have a chance. Our chances are not good. This is what needs to happen if Ohio State wants to upset Michigan State. We got to play perfect. We cannot have any turnovers. And we got to hope and pray. We got to get big. We got to capitalize on big opportunities. And we got to hope Michigan State screws up somewhere during the ball game or late in the game somewhere. And maybe we could pull off the upset of the year. But we'll have to wait and see. The game is Saturday at 8 o'clock. Right now, I'm going to say we got a 35% chance of beating Michigan State. That's how I feel. I talked to a couple of other people earlier today. I talked to one of the guys I work with. He says the same thing. He's agreeing with me on that one. We'll have to wait and see what happens on Saturday night. But you know what? This fall, the Michigan State-Ohio State game, that's going to be the one that everybody's going to be watching, especially myself. We'll have to wait and see what happens because if we want to upset Michigan State, like I said, we're going to have to be perfect. No turnovers. We got to capitalize on big opportunities, and we got to hope Michigan State has some bad luck late in the ball game. So that's the bottom line on that one. Because now, that's the bottom. So that's how I feel about the Ohio State-Michigan State game. Now, the story of the weekend. I just found out the penalties for the big Keselowski-Gordon fight on Saturday between the crews and the drivers. Here is how it stands. The fines and the suspensions. Jason Engel, Jeremy Fuller, and Dwayne Dochette. Jason Engel is one of the members of Casey Kane's team. Jeremy Fuller and Dwayne Dochette work for Jeff Gordon's team. Here's how it stands. Those three gentlemen have been suspended for 6 races and fined $25,000 for their part in the fight. Dean Mazingo, the hauler for Jeff Gordon's team, he's been suspended for 3 races and fined $10,000. Kenny Francis, the crew chief for Casey Kane, and Alan Gustafson, the crew chief for Jeff Gordon's team, both gentlemen have been fined $50,000 and placed on probation for the next 6 races. Surprisingly, no action against Jeff Gordon or Brad Keselowski or Kevin Hart. Now that surprises me. And my take on this whole thing is it's very simple. Brad Keselowski is the new bad boy of NASCAR, if you ask me. The way he's been slamming people, Matt Kenseth went after him back in Charlotte a couple weeks back. This is Brad Keselowski's second altercation in 4 weeks. He got into it with Denny Hamlin and Matt Kenseth. When Kenseth came up from behind and basically just Pearl Harbored him after the race, Brad Keselowski got fined $50,000 for his actions after the Charlotte race. So there's a lot going on right now. Where are we at today? The only thing, and you know what, of the whole altercation, I'm surprised Jerry Springer wasn't anywhere to be found. But you know what, though? If you're going to fight like that, that's how you do. You settle it after the race. Hey, if you want to brawl, all you got to do is just go to a NASCAR race because some of these NASCAR brawls are making the Major League Baseball brawls look like child's play. Now, in baseball, they all come out and start talking smack, maybe have a shoving match, no punches thrown anymore. If you want real fighting, go to a NASCAR race. You'll see punches thrown. You'll see fighting, punching, and kicking. I think it's a miracle. If you look back at the issues that we're having here in NASCAR, this is absolutely unbelievable. And if you really look back, if you look at the videotape of the actual incident of the fight on pit road, how it all started, it was Kevin Harvick that shoved Brad Keselowski. And Jeff Gordon just came in from behind, just threw a punch, and just threw a cheap shot. He tried to throw a punch. There were punches thrown everywhere. You couldn't tell who was hitting who was fighting who. So, that's the penalty from NASCAR. These penalties, these are going to stick, and that's how it looks right now. There are 2 races to go in the chase for the Cup. We got Phoenix this coming Sunday, then we got Homestead, the final race of the season. Who's going to win the championship? We don't know. But that's where we stand right now, and it has been a great show. But you know what, though? Everything that's been going on right now, we got the Cavs. The Cleveland Cavaliers have been doing pretty good. LeBron James has been doing well. He's the most hated man in South Florida after the way he left Miami. He's now their public enemy number 1. So LeBron, when the Cavs play the Heat anywhere down the road, you got to go to Miami. You better be careful because you may get booed out of the building. I think the Cavs are playing right now. Let me double check real quick. I had something else on here. Let me see if I can find them. Give me just a second here. I'm not going to worry about it right now. I got other things going on. We got NHL hockey tonight. I think the Blue Jackets play tonight. And hey, college basketball starts up this year. Kentucky is the new AP. They're the preseason ranked #1 team in the country. Good luck to the season as the season gets underway tonight. Villanova's playing Northwood, Florida. I think they're playing a high school team. I'm not sure. But you know what, though? The college basketball season's coming up. College football's in full swing. The World Series is over. Congratulations to the San Francisco Giants for winning the World Series and for becoming the first road team since 1979 to win a Game 7 in the Fall Classic. But you know what? This has been a great week. I'll be back next week. I'll be back tomorrow night with a special, and I'm going to have some fun with you guys tomorrow. And we're going to enjoy it. You're going to get my personal take on everything that's been happening, and I'm going to keep doing these shows. And also, too, probably about Thanksgiving time, either Wednesday night or Thursday night. I haven't decided yet. Is it going to be Thanksgiving Eve or Thanksgiving Day or Thanksgiving night? I haven't decided yet, but there will be another audience participation show where you, the fans, get to participate. And you can send me questions. You can send me emails. You can send me questions. You can send me comments. If you want my opinion on something, send it to me on my Facebook page. And it's been a great week. But also, too, one final thing. I want to give a personal shout out to my old high school alma mater, Tri-Valley. They're ranked #1 in Division III in high school football in the state of Ohio right now. They play New Philadelphia in Dresden. I just wanted to throw that in for all my Tri-Valley loyal fans out there. So congratulations to you guys. You know something? Back when I was in high school, Tri-Valley was pathetic. Jim Kaiser was the most pathetic coach I've ever seen in my entire life. Every play, up the middle, up the middle, up the middle. Every single play. I mean, I remember my sister's graduating class, including my graduating class. Both of our graduating classes were calling for his job because he was one of the worst coaches at Tri-Valley we've ever seen. When he was there, we only had one playoff appearance in the time I was in school. Now that he's gone and we have a new coach, I don't know who the new coach is. I didn't think to get that information. I do apologize for that. But you know something, though? I want to go ahead. I am going to address the high school football playoffs. I'm going to address those tomorrow night because I want to have a little bit of fun. We're going to have so tomorrow night I have decided it's going to be a high school sports edition. To address all the high school football playoffs in the state, we're going to get ready for the big bashes this week. And we're going to have fun tomorrow night with my special high school edition. So please tune in for that. It has been a great week, and I want to thank all of you who make this show possible. So tonight, this show is sponsored in part by you, the fans, who make this possible every single week for me to come on the air and do these shows. So with that in mind, I am going to go ahead and sign off for the night and say, this is Scott Manning saying good night, good luck, and thank you. And I thank you, and good night.